Welcome to the opening week of baseball presented by Burger King. The Twins hope to extend a short winning streak into their second home series of the year. Justin Morneau and the Twins hoping to eventually get back to the 500 mark. They can take a step in that direction here tonight in the opener with the Texas Rangers. And it is a cool, damp, windy night here at Target Field, but we're glad you're with us. Dick and Bert with you for the opening game of this series with the Texas Rangers, and the hope that what we saw here yesterday is a sign of things to come. 10 runs, 20 hits, and a lot of production from the middle of the lineup.
I don't know if we'll get 20 hits every time, but the Twins found themselves down 6-0 yesterday, and Joe Mauer, a big 3-run home run, cut the deficit in half. Twins down 6-3. In the 7th inning, Josh Willingham, his 3rd straight game that he's hit a home run here at Target Field, made it 6-4. Twins added a couple runs to tie it. Angels took a 7-6 lead, and then Justin Morneau in the bottom of the 8th inning made it 8-7. Twins added a couple more runs, which they needed, and they beat the Angels 10-9.
Well, the Twins won the series against a team that many think might get to the World Series. Now they open up a series against the Texas Rangers, the team that's been there the last 2 years.
Yeah, Texas Rangers led by Ron Washington. They have been outstanding the last 2 years in the American League, winning the division and getting into the World Series. They're almost on a mission, Dick. They've been there a couple times. They want to win. This club has it all. A lot of power, very good starting pitching.
Their manager, a familiar man to a lot of Twins fans, Ron Washington, used to play for the Twins. So did their closer now, Joe Nathan, back at Target Field after setting some records for the Twins over the years. Minnesota Twins baseball on Fox Sports North is brought to you by your local Northland Ford dealers. Visit your local Northland Ford dealer or go to northlandford.com. And by Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs at Menards.
Welcome back to Target Field. The Twins and the Rangers just a couple of minutes away, and a familiar face returns to Minnesota and a fan favorite, no doubt about it. Former Twins closer Joe Nathan now working for the other guys for the Texas Rangers. The all-time leader in saves by a Twin with 260. He worked here from 2004 through 2011. He's a four-time All-Star. We talked to him earlier this afternoon about his emotions coming back home to Minnesota against his old teammates here at Target Field.
You know, when we landed, definitely knew I missed this place, miss being here, miss the guys, miss the fans, but you know, excited about being with this club, excited about being with the Rangers, and you know, I look forward to being here for the next 3 days. I look forward to getting a chance to you know, be around these fans again and seeing what kind of excitement this place does bring. So you know, it's going to be fun.
If Joe Nathan does get the call, one of the players he might have to get out is his old teammate Joe Mauer. And yesterday, St. Paul's own cracked a 3-run home to the right. Twins and Rangers, first pitch coming up next.
From the Rangers into their house of horrors. There is no Jason to be concerned with, but both teams have a Josh carrying dangerous weapons. If you're superstitious, you know good things come in threes. Yesterday, the Twins got a trio of home runs from the middle of the order. And tonight, look for their third straight win. Twins, Rangers, next on Fox Sports North. It is a cool evening here in Minneapolis. It has cleared considerably about an hour or so ago. The tarp was still on the field.
Wait. You're putting your gloves on.
Yeah. It's cold.
It's not that cold.
Ron Washington played in games like this at the old Met in the early 80s and played for a while for the Twins at the Metrodome as well. The Menards batting order for the Rangers. Ian Kinsler leading off. Elvis Andrus, Josh Hamilton, Adrian Beltre, Michael Young, Nelson Cruz, David Murphy, Mike Napoli, and Mitch Moreland.
And it'll be Anthony Swarzak on the mound for the Twins. Now, he replaced Liam Hendricks in Game 3 in that Baltimore series because Liam, of course, had the food poisoning. And Swarzak pitched very well. 5 innings, only 1 run allowed, and that was a home run to J.J. Hardy, making his second career start against the Texas Rangers. See, the only 2 walks, 1 strikeout for Anthony Swarzak.
And now Swarzak and Liam Hendricks will be competing for the spot vacated by Scott Baker, as it turns out. The Northland Ford defense for the Twins: Willingham, Span, and Plouffe in the outfield. Valencia, Carroll, Hughes, and Maurer around the infield, with Ryan Doma doing the catching. Baker, for those of you who don't know, will not throw a pitch for the Twins this year after it was decided he would go ahead and have some elbow surgery, not the Tommy John surgery that takes at least 12 months to recover, but one that will take about 6 months, which will take him into October. And
yeah, then all the rehab starts. As soon as he has the surgery, he'll have to go through all the rehab.
What a difference 20 hours makes, with the Twins winning a couple of games in about 20 hours worth of time against the Angels. And so now 48 degrees, 95% humidity. It's not going to get much colder than this. The wind's going to whip around here a little bit, but they tell us the showers are all but over. We hope that is the case. And the Rangers have been playing so far this year in the heat and humidity of Arlington, Texas, and a little bit of a jolt for them. You go from Arizona, where you have spring training, and you play in Arlington, and now you're up here in the frozen tundra of Target Field.
Yeah, that's the first road game for the Rangers.
First pitch popped up into center field. Span's out there, doesn't have to move much, and Kinsler is quickly gone.
Very good hitting Texas Ranger Ball Club. We showed you in the open. A lot of power. 11 home runs on the year. Kinsler 3 of the 11. So a quick out for Anthony Swarzak. Swarzak will come right at you. He does a good job of staying back, stay tall, and then create that good downward plane with a fastball that moves a little bit. He'll mix in a curveball and a slider and a changeup.
Elvis Andrus, their shortstop, hitting second.
Andrus in his 4th season with the Rangers.
And Swarzak takes a strike, or delivers a strike.
Yeah, good fastball inside.
Swarzak buffeted by the wind on the mound. And they swing on a foul, back into the seats, 2 strikes. Maurer playing his 3rd game at first base.
Now, Swarzak in that start against the Orioles, he threw 83 pitches in the 5 very good innings, only allowed 4 hits. 50 of the 83 pitches were strikes. So he's coming here already throwing strikes.
Hit to right center field, chased by Plouffe. It one hops the wall, and Andrus on an 0-2 pitch cracks a double.
Andrus with his first double of the year. Came in just 3 for 24. Got a high fastball and took it the other way. In a position that Trevor Plouffe is unaccustomed to, playing the outfield. Plays that ball off the one-hop wall, off the wall, and gets it back in.
Here's Josh Hamilton. Hamilton off to a good start with a couple of home runs. Ball 1.
Let's take a look at the GMC keys to the game. When you face a Josh Hamilton, you have to stay away. You have to show that you'll work both sides of the plate. If you go inside, you want it to be up and in by his hands, and then change speeds. Right there, Swarzak tried to go away and missed low. Good change up there.
Swing and a miss.
Hamilton way out front. Hamilton in his 5th season with the Rangers. Took a little off.
One and one to the Rangers center fielder. Missing inside, 2-1.
Swarzak, 26 years old, in his 3rd season with the Twins. Came up in 2009, 2010 in the minor league system of the Twins, and then came up last year.
Lifted foul over the Ranger dugout, 2-2. Hamilton can become a free agent after this year, and some have read maybe more than they should into the fact that this past week the Rangers signed Ian Kinsler to a multi-year deal, but have yet to work out an extension with Hamilton. Hughes with a nice pickup over to Mauer, and on the play Andrus goes to third. Kind of a soft one hopper, a soft line drive that turned into a one hopper, and Hughes covered it for the out.
Yeah, Hughes was playing a deep second base. Pretty good pitch right there, middle in, and it kind of jammed Hamilton a little bit for the ground ball out.
Adrian Beltre getting in the cleanup spot.
Beltre in his second season with the Rangers, his 15th major league season.
Breaking ball left up high. It seems like he's been around forever, so it's a little surprising, or at least it was to me, that he just turned 33 years of age. First broke in with the Dodgers back in 1998. Fouled back. As long as he's been around, and we've seen him with the Mariners and the Red Sox and now the Rangers. The first half of his career was spent with the Dodgers. And you think, well, he's got to be 37, 38 years old, but
we had that great year in 2004, became a free agent, then signed with Seattle, was there for 5 years, then a couple years ago with Boston, and now a Texas Ranger. Three-time Rawling Gold Glove winner. He won the Gold Glove last year at third base for the Texas Rangers.
Breaking ball down and away. Yeah, the first two opponents for the Twins. Third base is kind of a developing position. Mark Reynolds, the Orioles, not known as a good third baseman at all. The Angels don't seem to know what they want to do at third base right now, but boy, this guy's as good as they get at third base.
Yeah, last year hit 32 home runs for the Rangers in 124 games.
Driven high and deep to right center. Plouffe under it, makes the catch. 13 pitches and a scoreless first inning for Anthony Swarzak. Score first in the any other game so far this year. Ron Gardenhire hoping that that'll be the case here tonight with this Menard's batting order. Denard Span had a 4-hit game yesterday. Jamie Carroll starting to swing the bat, as are Mauer and Morneau. Willingham has been hitting since day one. Ryan Domet, Danny Valencia, Trevor Plouffe, and Luke Hughes.
And the Twins lineup facing Matt Harrison, a left-handed starter for the Texas Rangers. 14-9 last year in 30 starts. Off to a very good start. He ended up winning his first ball game 5-0 against the Chicago White Sox. 6 shutout innings, allowed only 4 hits. And Harrison, one thing he credits that to is pitching better inside to right-handers and left-handers, something that Mike Maddox, the pitching coach, wants his pitchers to do in the first pitch, up and in.
Ball 1 to Span.
Here's Mike Maddox.
Chance to talk with him a little bit this afternoon about tomorrow's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish, and really it's remarkable what he and Nolan Ryan and the Rangers have done, completely changing the culture. The Rangers have had some good teams in the past, and it seems like they were always offensively oriented, but this is a pitching-rich team. That's the reason they've gone to the World Series.
I think, Dick, they've always had some good 1-2 starters, but it's been 3, 4, 5, and that's one thing that the Rangers have done a good job. 1 through 5 are very good pitchers, starting pitchers.
Denard Span taps it back to the mound. Here's the Northland Ford defense for the Rangers. Hamilton in the middle, Cruz and Murphy on either side. Beltre, Andres, Kinsler, and Moreland, the infielders. Mike Napoli does the catching. You know, when we were going through the list in the Ranger history, they've had some great pitchers. Hall of Famers, Fergie Jenkins, Gaylord Perry, and of course Nolan Ryan. But to have a collection 1 through 5, as you say, I don't know that this franchise, at least, well, I'll say the franchise, going back to the Washington Senators days, they've never been this pitching laden.
Yeah, they're very deep in their starting rotation, and you mentioned that there's a couple guys out in that bullpen that were former starters.
Ogando won 14 games, was an all-star last year. He's been relegated to bullpen duty. Feldman's another guy.
Well, this is what you want. You want your starting staff to get a lot of the wins, and that's what happened last year. 13 or more wins from all 5 starters. Pitchers. And then you go out and sign a free agent like Darvish that will be pitching tomorrow.
2-2 to Jamie Carroll. Poke to short right center. Hamilton and Cruz, and it's Cruz making the catch, out number 2.
Oh, a nice sliding catch right there by Cruz.
Hamilton says, yeah, I could have caught it and I wouldn't have had to dive, but
right off the end of the bat, and that's what Carroll wants to do is hit more line drives like that, but that one got a little air time, allowing Cruz.
Well, he's lucky he caught that.
The ball almost came out.
Hit him in the fingers of the glove.
And Harrison said, "Thank you very much."
Here's Mauer taking a strike on the inside corner. Mauer with a look to his left at Ed Hickox. Mauer thought that was up and in. A big 3-run home run that started the Twins' comeback yesterday. And a breaking pitch over for strike 2.
Harrison features a good fastball in the low 90s. That last pitch, the hard slider. He'll throw a little cutter in on right-handers and a very good changeup. Just 26 years old, already in his 5th season with the Rangers.
Headed up the middle, backhanded by Kinsler, off balance throw, and a beautiful play by Ian Kinsler, and the Twins go down 1-2-3.
And the Rangers doing battle tonight. It will be a special morning tomorrow. Right behind me, outside of Gate 14, a great statue will be unveiled of hometown hero Kent Hrbek. The Bloomington native, of course, was the first baseman on the 1987 and 1991 World Championship teams for the Twins. Gate 14, his old number. Inside Gate 14, of course, his restaurant. The cover comes off tomorrow, guys. 10:30 a.m., the statue of the great Kent Hrbek.
All right. Well, it's going to be my distinct honor to be emceeing that dedication or unveiling tomorrow.
Congratulations, Rex.
You see this beautiful ballpark, and Kent would have loved to have played here, but of course he did actually in the what they call it, the Legends game. Kent played.
Yes, he did.
First base here. And,
he took out half the turf over there in foul territory by first base.
Created a mini tsunami in Grays Bay over on Lake Minnetonka. Michael Young leading off the second. Strike one, now ball one. Michael Young, Nelson Cruz, and David Murphy here in the second inning. Young, the designated hitter for the Rangers tonight. Might see him out in the field for the balance of this series. 2-1.
Oh, here's a guy 35 years old in his 13th season with the Rangers. This guy just can flat out hit. Last year led the American League with 213 hits. Off to another good start here in 2012.
Off the plate, 3-1.
There's his career 304 hitter. Uses the whole field.
Lifted foul into the seats, 3-2. The home run total not as high as some people might think. He's been around a long time, like Beltre, but really has kept himself obviously in great shape. And you could make the point, I suppose, that in his mid-30s last year he had his finest year.
Yeah, he ended up hitting .338 last year in 159 games.
Full count. Swarzak stays with it. Timed his leap well enough to get the first hop. One down. Coming up on Fox Saturday Baseball, Josh Hamilton and Josh Willingham will square off. The Rangers and the Twins. Twins have won 9 of their 10 games played here at Target Field. Fox Saturday Baseball returns 11:30 Central tomorrow following MLB Player Poll, which airs at a special time. And you have the day off. I'll be working with lefty tomorrow, Mitch Williams.
Yeah, good luck.
Now, why do you say that?
He's lefty, that's why. They wear their hats crooked. You know, you mentioned one thing, that the Twins are 9-1 against the Rangers. They're 12-6 over the last couple years between here and Arlington. So the Twins have had some good success against the Rangers since Target Field opened. Actually, they're 9-1, and they've outscored the Rangers here 60-34. That's pretty good against a lineup like the Rangers.
And Swarzak hits the outside corner. Yeah, 2 years ago, the Rangers were 0-6 here. Twins had 2 3-game sweeps, and then the Twins took 3 out of 4 against the Rangers here last year in a year where they didn't win many series at home. And they ended up beating the American League champions 3 out of 4 here in Minnesota. 1-2 to Nelson Cruz. Got the fastball by him, 2 down.
And Swarzak picks up his first strikeout.
I want this to come out the right way because I'm a Scott Baker fan, and his loss is going to be felt. It's unfortunate, both for Scott and for the Twins. But in one sense, the matter is settled now, and it gives Swarzak and or Liam Hendriks, who are both healthy and approaching the primes of their career, one would think, a chance to do what Swarzak is doing here tonight, establish himself.
You know what? With injury always comes opportunity, and with Baker going down, Swarzak an opportunity to do what he wants to do what he did in the minor league system for the Twins for so many years as a starter. Liam Hendriks is a starter that wants to compete at the major league level. So these two guys with Jason Marquis having a good start yesterday are fighting for maybe that 5th spot.
Marquis' start yesterday at the AA level. He might make a start on the road trip. A 1-2-3 second inning. Home field advantage with the Twins taking on the Rangers. Visit MLB.com/fan guide for a chance to win a VIP experience for 2 at the Major League Baseball World Series game presented by Scott's, the official lawn care company of Major League Baseball. Here's Justin Morneau leading things off for the Twins in the second. Morneau, Willingham, and Domit, middle of the Twins lineup, facing Matt Harrison. Big swing and a foul. The Rangers off to a very good start, and particularly with their starting pitching. The only non-quality start that they've had is Yu Darvish's start. It wasn't a quality start because he only went 5 2/3 innings.
Yeah, their starters combined in their first 7 ball games, 5-0 with an ERA at 2.42.
Fouled away.
And when you're, I guess your president, COO is Hall of Famer Nolan Ryan, you concentrate on pitching.
Down and in, 2-2. Morneau's first home run of the year yesterday turned the game around for the Twins. Made contact, dribbled it to the right side. Kinsler has it, and over to Moreland, 1 away. Boy, Smalley, as a student of hitting, you have to appreciate what Josh Willingham has been able to do so far in this ballpark.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to see, Dick. And, you know, a guy that can hit 15 home runs out of the Grand Canyon, as they call it, ballpark in Oakland, can hit them out anywhere. There's a lot of talk about how big this ballpark is here at Target Field. But this big, strong guy is a pull hitter. And the ball does go real well at Target Field from left center over to the left field foul line. And that's where he likes to hit them. I've been really impressed with how short and quick his swing is and how he can get up on top of the plate and pull the ball. He's not going to have any trouble. This park will not hold him most of the year, in my opinion.
Leading the major leagues with 4 home runs. And he takes ball 1 and ball 2.
Yeah, I think most clubs try to pitch Willingham down and away because we see how quick he is inside. If you come in, it's got to be a slider, a fastball, something off the plate, and then change speeds.
You see that swing right there. There was no other field in mind with that swing than left field.
But Roy, he swings like he wants to hit a home run to left field.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And what's amazing is how little he gets fooled. When usually a guy that sets up to hit the pull field is so concerned about getting the bat head out in front of him that he's vulnerable to off-speed pitches. But he's seeing the ball real well right now, and he's on everything. It's just that when he's on it, he hits it to left.
And so he lifts it to right and back into the seats.
Well, 9 hits for Willingham in 22 at-bats, and 4 of them left the ballpark.
There's a ringing double in there, too. He has had quite an impact in the Twins lineup.
Has enjoyed hitting here at Target Field.
You know, I'll say another thing, too. He's got to be loving this line, hitting in this lineup. He didn't hit in the best of lineups over there in Oakland in terms of being surrounded by other guys that can hit. But in this lineup, he's surrounded by a bunch of really good hitters, and that can do nothing but help him.
Full count. And he takes ball 4, drawing his 2nd walk of the year. Twins get their first base runner, and Ryan Doman will come to the plate.
Even on that pitch right there, Harrison saying, you know, I'm not going to challenge him with a fastball. I'm going to try a breaking ball, and it just stayed up. Matt Harrison walked 2 in his opening day start against the White Sox in 6 shutout innings.
Ryan Doman getting the start behind the plate, just 14 at-bats on the year, and only 2 of them from this side of the plate. And Harrison starts him with a strike. Doman, a switch hitter, and like most of them, a natural right-handed batter, and started switch hitting before his professional career. 1-1. Emily sets up inside, and Doman squirts one to right field. Willingham got a good break and good read. He'll advance to third base.
Yeah, you said it right there, Dick. He not only had a great read, he knew exactly where Nelson was playing. He watched the flight of the ball. He knew it was just going to be a little flare in the right field. So he puts his head down right here and just takes off to third base. Inside out swing by Doman. Hits softly in the right field. Watch Willingham right there. He knows where Nelson's playing a deep right field, and he makes it over to third easily.
So in this, the Twins' 7th game of the year, they have a chance here in the 2nd to score first for the first time of the season. And Danny Valencia at the plate. And he backs away and takes strike 1. One and one.
You see, Harrison does not have much of a leg kick, even with a slow runner at first base. He utilized that slide step. Almost like John Danks does with the White Sox.
And now 2-1. What might be happening with Valencia, it just seemed like he was more than anybody else trying to press a little bit in Baltimore and in the first game against the Angels. Now maybe some of the other guys have started to hit, and Valencia is relaxing a little bit more, taking some pitches. He rifles one to left, and that is caught by Murphy. Great catch by Murphy. Tagging is Willingham, and he'll score on a sacrifice line drive, and the Twins score first.
You know, and again, good base running by Willingham, staying at third base rather than maybe taking 4 or 5 steps toward home plate, thinking it was a base hit. Danny hit this ball sharply. Murphy comes in, makes a great catch, but Willingham was at third base. He said, you know what? If he catches this ball or drops in, I'm going to score anyway. But right there, tags up, and the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
So here we're talking about Willingham and his power, and a couple of nice little base running plays get the Twins on the board. Here's Trevor Plouffe.
Danny Valencia picking up his second RBI of the year.
One strike to Plouffe. Just 4 at bats on the season. 0 for 4. Put the ball in play every time. One and one.
We have seen the rotation in right field. We saw Ben Revere out there yesterday. We've seen Ryan Domet play out there. Now Trevor Plouffe getting an opportunity. Gardy trying to keep everybody loose, get him some at bats here early in the season. He's got to be very happy at what he has on the bench. Yesterday, Luke Hughes pinch hit for Alexi Casilla, hit the sacrifice fly. Then he got another base hit, stole a base. Something that Gardy hasn't had for a while. Some good guys on the bench.
Murphy runs well. He's going to try to cut this ball off. Valencia will be held at third base, or Domet rather. And Plouffe cracks a double in his first at bat of this ball game and gets his first hit.
Well, you get on the board average wise. Good pitch right here. Looked like Harrison tried to come inside, and Plouffe opened up with that slider, kind of hung right there. Good solid swing. Ball right down that left field line. David Murphy does a good job of cutting that ball off and keeping Domet at third base.
That ball gets to the wall. Domet would be waved home, and so Murphy came in, showed some speed, made a nice catch on Valencia's line drive, and his speed really an asset there for him. Here's Luke Hughes, and he takes an off-speed pitch for a strike. Hughes drove in a run with a fly ball yesterday, as Bert mentioned, in a pinch hitting appearance. A single and 4 official at bats. And now a fastball at 94. And it's 0-2.
Harrison has a good fastball. We've seen the hard breaking ball that he's left up a little bit. The leadoff is going to be the 1-out walk to Willingham right now. Bert Harrison in this inning.
Ooh, left a pitch up on 0-2. And Hughes took a healthy rip at it. Sure that's where he wanted to deliver the pitch.
Watch Napoli right here. He wants it up in the zone. Yeah. One thing about Harrison and Napoli, when they were together last year, they had a combined 2.6 ERA in the 17 starts that Harrison had. Very nicely together. At 2.6 ERA combined between pitcher and catcher. That's the lowest ERA of any battery mate in Major League Baseball last year. So you want to feel comfortable with your catcher, and right, it was last year. And then Napoli caught 6 shutout innings against when he was catching them against the White Sox.
Hughes fouls him back to the screen. Twins with their first early inning lead in any of their games, and a chance if Hughes can deliver a hit to the outfield to make it a 3-0 ball game. Got him.
Good changeup.
So Hughes leaves a couple of men aboard. The Twins take advantage of the 1-out walk and score first. You can cast your ballot and vote for the Arby's Value Player of the Game. Text the word value followed by a space and the player's name to short code 234234. Josh Willingham drew a walk, scored the first run of the game. Anthony Swarzak gave up a one-out double. That's the only base runner he has allowed through 2 innings.
Yeah, only 26 pitches, 13 in the first, 13 in the second. So he's throwing strikes. 17 of the 26 have been over the plate.
The leadoff batter in the third is Mike Napoli.
Well, Napoli right now just 1 for 13. But last year, a career year at the major league level for the Rangers. Hit .320, 30 home runs, and drove in 75 runs.
Swarzak starts him with a breaking ball and strike one. 3 days ago, Napoli got beaned in a game against the Mariners. Sat out a game. Thankfully, he's okay. When you look at what happened with Napoli, the former Angel, eventually landing with the Rangers, and that was not an insignificant move. I mean, that may have shifted the balance of power in the American League West for years to come.
Oh, remember, Napoli got traded from the Angels to Toronto, then Toronto traded him to Texas.
But look at those numbers.
Yeah. And
then we talked about the Angel catchers last year. The 3 that they had hit just 192 with very little power. 1-2. Ooh, up and in, and Napoli fouled it to the screen. Focused, businesslike. I mean, Swarzak's got a nice demeanor on the mound.
Yeah, it really does. I like his approach, the way that he goes about his business. Stays over that pitching rubber, works on that downward plane. 3 means slider.
Got him.
And it froze him. So Napoli picks up, Swarzak picks up his second strikeout. It's a slider right there. And not where you want to pitch, right there about belt high, kind of froze Napoli.
So 1 down in the third, and here's Mitch Moreland. And there is strike one.
Remember yesterday's ballgame, we're talking about Liriano, how sometimes that his arm drags a little bit because he's so quick. Well, Swarzak, what he does, he almost hesitates, almost like Dan Herron does over the pitching rubber. Just make sure you're there and then pop toward home plate. I like his follow through. The right leg comes over the left leg. After the left leg meets contact with the ground.
2 strikes to the number 9 batter.
Just an easy turn, stay back, and then explode. The whole idea of pitching is trying to create that downward plane, and right there, that little hesitation, but the arm catches up, and there's that leg as a follow through. I almost see his number 51 after his follow through once that ball is released toward home plate.
Now, you said a little hesitation. We saw Dan Herron of the Angels yesterday, who has a longer hesitation.
Right. There's the get the knee up to about the belt, if not higher, and then utilize the strength of that pitching rubber off your back foot, and you land with a little openness of your left foot, and that allows you to come through the ball.
Popped up left side. Carroll out. And it's the left fielder Willingham making the catch, out number 2.
Twin fans, go to foxsportsnorth.com and click on the Circle Me Bert to submit an email on why your sign should be circled on an upcoming home game. There you go, young man. We'll reveal two. Get that off of there. We'll reveal two of the sections the morning before each game. One will be listed on FoxSportsNorth.com and the other on KFAN.com.
Friday the 13th. Were you superstitious as a player?
No, not at all. How about yourself?
Well, I don't think.
Just as a human being,
no,
are you superstitious?
No.
No. No, I didn't worry about a black cat and all that stuff. They say if a black cat runs in front of you, I say, oh look, there's a black cat.
See, I'm deathly afraid of cats. Just to right field.
You don't like cats?
No, I do. We had cats growing up all the time. Fly ball, right field, caught by Plouffe. Another 1-2-3 inning. And the Twins will try to add to their lead with Denard Span leading off the bottom of the inning. Baseball on Fox Sports North is brought to you by Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine for the everyday competitor in all of us. By CenturyLink. And by Grand Casino. The best stories start here. 1-0 Twins lead. They got a run in the second. Left a couple of men aboard. Denard Span will lead things off for the Twins in the third. Breaking ball. Snaps over. Strike one. Span hit a comebacker to start the ball game. Coming off a 4-hit game yesterday. Kicked his average up to 348 by game time today. 0 for 2 here tonight. That'll bring up Jamie Carroll. You can spend an upcoming weekend game in a suite at Target Field. Game day suites start at just $2,250 and they're available for several weekend dates in April and May. Available suites accommodate at least 16 guests, and many options come with food and beverage included. Target Field Suites, fantastic heated locations for those early season Twins games. Call 800-33-TWINS or log on to www.twinsbaseball.com/groups.
That's one thing the Twins have done a great job here at Target Field. Put those heat lamps in all around the ballpark. A lot of fans enjoying the ball game as they're standing underneath them.
Well, it stands to reason we'd have some chilly weather in April. February and March was so warm. We were wearing May and June clothing in February and March, so now we're wearing February clothing in April. Foul back into the seats. Carroll started to hit. In fact, the Twins as a team have started to hit. The last two games for the Twins did wonderful things to the team batting average. Kicked it up about 100 points.
I always love this time of the year. You mentioned Denard Span. He came into yesterday's ballgame hitting .222, and today he came in hitting at .348.
Carroll retired. You see some fans think it's November wearing the blaze orange. Roy Smalley, Joe Mauer with 3 hits in his last 3 at-bats yesterday.
And what I loved about this was this at-bat right here. the home run to right field, which we have not seen from Joe in quite a long time. What I loved about that was he actually went up to the plate thinking they would pitch him inside, looking for something in. He got it and hammered it to right field. I think that's the next step for this all-star player. We all know that he can spray hits all over the field. I think now's the time for him to start being able to make the adjustments to guys wanting to pitch him inside, look in there, and become a real threat to go long ball to right field.
You know what, Roy, in yesterday's ballgame, when he came up, I think it was 1 out, bases loaded, he popped up. But I remember Dan Herron went fastball 3 times away. Then he came in and Joe popped it up on that little cutter. And he said that, you know, in his 3rd at bat, he was looking for something down and in or down and inner half of the plate, and he hit the 3-run home run.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He went up there with a plan to look for something in and get the bat head out in front and pull it, and he did it. And I'm excited about that for Joe because you know, his natural approach is, as we all know, is up the middle on the opposite field, and it's just not that easy to adjust that swing to say, okay, now I'm going to become a pull hitter. And he's had a little trouble with that in the past. But the more success he has, and that kind of started yesterday in my mind, he can really go to the next level now.
And he finds room on the left side of the infield, slapping one past Beltre. You saw the Rangers playing Mauer well around toward left field with Nelson Cruz actually in right center.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, Dick. A great view here from the booth on where they were playing him. But here, right here, good fastball. Joe at his finest. Good contact. Past the diving Beltre.
See Beltre well off the line, but the outfield shifted around toward the left side. A 2-out single for Mauer, and now here's Morneau. Way out in front. Morneau's gotten a lot of off-speed stuff from Harrison here tonight. Morneau with a ground ball to second his first time up.
He got a fastball from Rich Thompson in yesterday's ballgame. Did not miss it. Another good slider right there by Harrison. Good location.
So Harrison got ahead of Morneau, 2 strikes in his first at bat, and then got him to tap out to second. We'll see what the approach is here.
Well, they almost have to go another slider down and away. See Napoli where he's sitting. Try it again. As a pitcher, you're out there. I mean, I talked about the chemistry that seemed like Napoli and Harrison have, but when Justin missed strike 2 by maybe a foot on that good slider, you're going to try to go a little bit further out. Now a fastball away, if that's their fastball. It is. And it was up.
Considered to be perhaps the best pitching coach in baseball, Mike Maddox. Actually has his brother Greg now is on the payroll of the Rangers, comes to spring training. Joe Nathan, when I talked to him today, talked about how Greg has been in camp with the Rangers and really emphasized how important fielding is to a pitcher, and who better to do that than Greg Maddox, who won 18 Gold Gloves.
I was going to say 18 of them.
Morneau swings at a breaking pitch. Napoli needs to throw to first, and the inning ends. 1-0 Twins as we head to the 4th. North brought to you by Burger King, the proud sponsor of opening week baseball. Dick and Bert with you from chilly Target Field. Stocking caps, the headgear of choice for many fans. Blankets, parkas, and sometimes gloves.
And heavy jackets, Twins jackets.
Elvis Andrus will lead things off in the fourth inning. See,
now, you took the gloves off.
I have them right here, though. But I have a jacket like that. I can attest that thing is a nice, warm, wool, leather
yes, it is.
coat. Strike one to Andrus. He doubled to right center field his first time up.
Yeah, took a fastball away and hit it over the head of Trevor Plouffe for the only hit for the Rangers so far off of Anthony Swarzak. This is his 40th pitch.
Up the middle, and now Andrus has the second Texas hit. Josh Hamilton will hit with a man aboard. And our AT&T trivia question tonight: who was the first Texas Ranger to win the American League MVP award? I think I know that.
I think in 1974.
Hamilton with a ground ball to second his first time up. Pulled hard and foul. One strike. Hamilton and then Beltre. And strike two. Did you understand what I was trying to say regarding the Swarzak, Hendricks, and Baker situation? It's sad and it's tough for Scott to not be able to pitch this year. But had he come back from where he was, there would have been that period of uncertainty covering who knows how many starts. Oh, Swarzak knocks it down. It might have been a double play, and instead it's an infield hit. Hughes looked like he had the angle covered, might have been able to at least get the force at second, and instead the Rangers have first and second.
Well, it's a tough play because it'll be an infield base hit. As a pitcher, you want to try to get everything that comes your way. Now, we've shown Swarzak's delivery. His momentum takes him over toward first base. He reaches out right off the end of the glove, and there's really not much he could do. The hustle by Hamilton sliding across first base bag. So an infield hit for Josh Hamilton. And you're right, Dick. I mean, he lets that ball go. You know, they at least get the force out at second base, probably.
Beltre, the hitter, hit a fly ball to right his first time up. And that's going to skip up the middle, a base hit. Andrus around third. He's going to score. And Span fires it into the middle of the infield. So 3 straight singles, a tie ball game, and runners on the corners with nobody out.
Yeah, Swarzak leaving some pitches up right here, especially that one to Beltre, picking up his 4th RBI. Jumped on that first fastball right up the middle. Take a look at the location, pretty much right there. And Beltre hits it sharply. See Hughes playing a little bit close to the bag. He cannot knock it down.
Fox Tracks brought to you by Window Concepts of Minnesota. Michael Young hit a comebacker his first time up, leading off the second inning. Another base hit. Might have been a broken bat. It's 2-1 Texas. So the 2 through 5 hitters pecking away at Swarzak, getting 4 straight singles.
Yeah, Michael Young again, outstanding hitter, but inside, Young opening up quickly like he does so well, lines it into left field. Hamilton scores the second run.
The Rangers teeing off on some first pitch fastballs here. Trip to the mound might help Swarzak mix his pitches in a little bit, perhaps.
Or just get the ball down a little bit. Those last 3 pitches up.
Cruz struck out on a fastball in the second inning.
Well, we have Emily here. Emily, is it Schubel, I believe? You are 9 years old today, so happy birthday to you. Welcome up to the booth. And we brought a Circle Me Bird sign. We'll sign that between innings. You're here with your dad? Very nice. So enjoy the ball game. You're from Woodbury, so happy 9th birthday to you, Emily.
And Emily has gloves on.
She's cold.
Swarzak could use a ground ball hit at somebody here. Hughes, nice pickup, fumbles it. Everybody's safe. He backhanded it, but it came out of the glove. It'll be another infield hit, and again on the first pitch.
Yeah, this time a slider, and you get the ground ball off the bat of Nelson Cruz. Hughes upset at himself. He knows he should have at least had a force out, trying to maybe do a little bit too much right here. Just couldn't get the grip of that baseball or the handle of a baseball, and Hughes will get an error. The Rangers load the bases with nobody out.
Yeah, Hughes is charged with an error. It's not a base hit. And here's David Murphy. He goes after the first pitch. They're up there hacking. This is the 6th at bat. Plate appearance at least of this 4th inning. Swarzak, I don't think has thrown 10 pitches yet, has he?
He's got 47. He had 38 coming in.
Yeah,
you're right.
9 pitches, and he's got strike 1 in his 6th plate appearance. Up high, 1-1. Unlike Murphy to start the season as hot as he's been. Getting a starting job for the Rangers in left field. Punch to left center. Willingham over for the catch, the out. He turns and fires, and his throw off line. And both runners will move up in addition to Beltre scoring from third.
Yeah, he punched that, and he still took it out a pretty good distance out in left field. Murphy picking up his 3rd RBI of the year. And good base running by Michael Young, tagging up at second base and advancing over to third. And then Cruz behind him, tagged up at first and went to second. So they stay out of the double play situation.
Swarzak struck out Napoli in the 3rd. He'd love to strike him out again here with the Rangers already having scored 3 runs this inning.
Yeah, that's about the only thing Willingham should have done, is he should have thrown it to second base rather than third, because now the Twins are not in a double play situation.
Yeah, Bert, a bit of a mistake there. That ball needs to be thrown to the cutoff man where you can cut it and come back to second base and keep that guy from moving up. That's a bit of a defensive lapse there.
1-1.
Well, he needs a strikeout right here, like he was able to do against Napoli in the last inning, leading off the inning.
You know, Bert, you guys are talking about how they're swinging at the first pitch. He's been throwing first pitch fastball almost all the way through the lineup the first time and a half. And those Texas hitters recognize that.
Breaking ball called strike 2.
He's done a good job of getting ahead, you know, but he's been throwing a lot of fastballs early in the count and first ball fastballs for strikes to get ahead, and then working on them. They're all looking at that dugout saying, okay, we're going to go to hacking here the second time through.
And they have.
Bounce to Valencia, came inside and jammed him. Out number 2. So good recovery by Swarzak to get Napoli, keeping the ball in the infield. He worked them away with some breaking stuff and then busted him inside with a fastball.
I remember he struck him out last inning with that slider, and then right there, good fastball, kept running in on Napoli, opens up, but can only hit that ground ball to Danny Valencia, who gets the out at first.
So now Moreland doing a fly ball to left his first time up. Bear down here, get the number 9 batter, and keep this game within reason at 3-1.
Yeah, this is called damage control for a pitcher. You've already given up 3. You don't want to give up another hit here.
Little nubber, and this time he'll let Hughes make the play. And that ends the inning. The inning started with 4 singles and an error. The Rangers take the lead 3-1. /baseball. Shepard Olson of Fridley wondering what the Twins' individual record for most home runs in the month of April is. We'll tell you in a moment. We'll just tell you that Josh Willingham is on a pace to break the record. He's on a pace to break Barry Bonds' record.
Yes, he does. At home here alone. 3 for 3.
4 on the season. He drew a walk and scored in the second. He'll lead off the 4th. Strike on the inside corner. The answer is for home runs in the month of April, 9 by Torrey Hunter 10 years ago. Now, Torrey was a 30 home run guy, but to get 9 of them in the first month. Little bouncer to short, easy play for Andrus. 1 down. That was the year the Twins got to the playoffs and won a playoff round.
Yeah, 2002, Torrey Hunter showing off some power. I remember Bobby Darwin when he came over in, I believe, 1972. He hit in his, I think, first 6 ball games 4 home runs. He was strong.
Well, just
pitcher, turned outfielder.
Here's Ryan Doumit. We just saw Torrey here with the Angels. He's really let himself go over the years, hasn't he? He looks the same now as he did 10 years ago. Doumit punched a single to right field. That got Willingham to third base. Willingham came in on a line drive sacrifice fly. The Twins had a 1-0 lead, but now the Rangers up by a pair. 2-1.
That's one thing that Mike Maddox has worked with his pitching staff in spring training. He wanted a lot of these young kids like Derek Holland and Harrison to pitch hard inside, to work both sides of the plate.
Off the glove of the pitcher, deflected to the shortstop. 2 down, 1, 6-3. Valencia to the plate. Outdoor enthusiasts, Fox Sports North Outdoors is your home for the best outdoor programming every Saturday and Sunday morning. But you got to get up early to do that. Saturday morning at 6, it's Fox Sports North Outdoors. Then Sundays at 7:30, it's Fox Sports North Outdoors. Only, of course, on Fox Sports North. 2 away. Here's Valencia. Outside, Valencia creamed a breaking pitch, a sinking line drive to left. Murphy made a nice play on the ball. In fact, Murphy's defense in that second inning shouldn't be forgotten. He may have saved a couple of runs for the Rangers. Made a nice running, diving catch on Valencia's ball, and then he caught off Plouffe's double before it could get to the wall. And Doman was stranded at third base. 2-1.
Yeah, Rangers have made some good defensive plays behind Harrison. Remember, Nelson came running in on
Nelson
Harris.
Cruz, right?
Yep. Nelson Cruz, and then Andrus made a nice play on Joe Mauer up the middle.
Andrus kept busy. High throw, and coming back on the bag is Moreland. An 11-pitch 1-2-3, bottom of the fourth. Cool night at Target Field, but the rain, we hope, has stopped for the day. Along with Kevin Gord, Roy Smalley, and Bert Blyleven, I'm Dick Bramer. The Twins had a 1-0 lead, but now the Rangers on top by a couple. Ian Kinsler will lead off their fifth inning. And an off-speed pitch over for strike one. Just off the plate with a fastball, 1-1.
Kinsler having a great year last year, 32 home runs, a career high, leading as a leadoff hitter for the Texas Rangers.
Looking at foul. Mentioned that the Rangers reached an agreement with Kinsler, his agent, on a 5-year extension earlier in the week. There are some great second basemen in the American League. You think of Kinsler and Robinson Cano. This one hit to left, and Willingham hardly has to move. One away. Twins will see Cano and the Yankees starting Monday night in the Bronx. Tomorrow morning, the Twins hosting the Rangers at noon, and prior to the game, Kent Hrbek's statue will be revealed outside of Target Field, right outside of Gate 14, of course. Ceremonies at 10:30. Tickets are available. You can check on the pricing for this weekend's games by logging on to twinsbaseball.com or call 800-33-TWINS. Andrus with his third hit. And again, he jumps on the first pitch. He started the sequence of 4 straight singles in the fourth when the Rangers scored their 3 runs.
Well, you mentioned it last inning, and Swarzak's just kind of trying to get strike one with the fastball, and the Texas Ranger ball club, they're jumping all over that first pitch. These are the adjustments that a young pitcher has to make.
Here's Josh Hamilton.
Hamilton in his last at-bat, last inning, jumped on the first pitch and hit it right off the glove of Swarzak.
Rangers, of course, have some power. They also have some speed in the top of their lineup. Kinsler and Andrus.
Andrus last year 37 stolen bases in 49 attempts. So him kind of looking in at catcher. Gomit.
So Hamilton geared up for the fastball, swings wildly at an off-speed pitch.
Another good changeup.
And again.
Good location of this changeup, down and away.
Same apply for the changeup. You're talking about Moreland throwing sliders to Morneau. You keep throwing it to him?
Yeah, why not?
Whatever you throw him, you have to have confidence in your command. If you think, well, maybe we'll bust him inside with a fastball, you better be sure you get it in there, because he's already shown you he's looking for a fastball.
Another changeup.
How about that? 3 changeups, both of them dipping down and away, and Hamilton's gone quickly on 3.
It's a location. And take a look at the first changeup, right there down. You see all 3 of them right there down and away, and Hamilton swinging through. Swarzak picks up his 3rd strikeout.
It's one thing to strike him out. It's another to strike him out having never thrown a strike. 2 down, and here's Beltre. Gomit digs out a breaking pitch, ball 1.
Swarzak 63 pitches, 47 have been strikes, no walks, 3 strikeouts.
It's a breaking pitch, and Beltre waves at it. Maybe file it under the lessons learned here for Swarzak. He was serving up fastballs and not getting many swings and misses. Now he's getting some swings and misses with his off-speed stuff.
Another slider here.
Little number. And Swarzak has time to make the play and has a much better 5th inning, getting through the inning on just 11 pitches.
lead the Twins 3-1. We are in the Minnesota State Lottery winner's circle, and if it's your birthday and your wife is really sweet, you get birthday seats in the club level. Sarah and Lee are here. Lee is 31 years old. You get a new Morneau jersey, you get a cool new Twins hat, but most importantly, Sarah gets you the tickets.
She is a keeper. I don't know. I got lucky with this one, that's for sure.
Well, you've got a Morneau jersey on. Maybe he'll hit a home run for you tonight. All I know, Bert, is your mug is on here. That's a good-looking mug. Hopefully the Twins can get this birthday boy a win.
Beltre takes charge on the pop-up near the mound, and Plouffe is gone on 1 pitch.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. And young man, you are hereby circled.
So Plouffe gone quickly. The Twins went down 1-2-3 quickly in the 4th, and now Luke Hughes will hit. Hughes came up with runners at 2nd and 3rd and 2 out. He fouled off some 2-strike pitches, but Harrison got him to swing through strike 3, end the threat. The Twins haven't had a runner in scoring position since. Well, tie strike. One and one.
Harrison, 26 years old, 6'4". 31 wins in his young career.
1 and 2.
Making his 62nd major league start. Last year, his first opportunity to be in the rotation on a regular basis.
Beltre with the softest hands at the hot corner makes the play. 2 down. Bernard Span will hit, but first our Sanford Health injury report. More bad news for the Red Sox. They won a ball game today, but they may have lost Jacoby Ellsbury for a while. Slid into second base, jammed his right shoulder, did some damage to it at any rate.
Yeah, they won big today over the Rays at 12-2 in Fenway Park.
Span takes a strike.
.75-50, 50 strikes for Harrison.
That's a fair ball. Span hit a sandwich out of the bunker. And that ball almost backed up on the outfield grass.
Yeah, it looked like Beltre was going to catch that ball, maybe hit off the tip of his glove.
You don't expect the ball to come off the bat like that, though, do you?
No, I mean, watch where this pitch is right here. And Beltre, you know, playing in, take the bunt away. And almost came up with a nice catch. But it's a double for Span here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Span with his 2nd double of the year.
Oh, I've seen Beltre squint a couple of times. It's almost like he might have looked up to try to see that ball and might have lost the flight of it in the lights or something. At any rate, Carroll comes to the plate with a chance to drive in a run with 2 away. Ball 1. In so many ways, Carroll, when he's hitting, and the Twins expect him to hit, just had a rough first few ball games. He fits the 2-hole perfectly for the Twins. In addition, getting some hits, he draws some walks.
Yeah, 5 walks so far.
Kicks away from Napoli, and Span will go to 3rd.
Might be a pass ball right there. And it is a pass ball on Napoli. (3-0). Carroll will be
Given the take sign here, and he takes a strike.
Now, Carroll came into this year a .278 career hitter, his 11th major league season. Hit .290 last year for the Dodgers.
And he takes ball 4. So now 2 aboard for Mauer with 2 away.
6th time on his season that Carroll has walked.
Twins have only taken 18 walks, and Carroll's got a third of them. Here's Mauer, a single his last time up. Twins building a 2-out threat here. They need one more 2-out hit. Fastball at the knees. Slap foul, 0-2.
Roy Smalley.
Guys, just to continue the conversation we were having about Joe and him pulling the ball as opposed to hitting the other way. You know, we saw him get to 2 strikes his last time up and slash that ball to left field. He's the best 2-strike hitter in the game. He can always do that. That's the reason why I think that up until 2 strikes, he ought to take some shots to his pull field once in a while. He'll always hit with 2 strikes.
You can see the outfield still shifted around.
Well, you don't win 3 batting titles unless you can hit with 2 strikes.
Well, that's right, and he can hit the ball to center and left, and he'll always be able to do that better than anybody. And I think he can start learning how to take some shots.
Change up, missed inside.
I guess my point is, what does he care for taking a strike or 2? If he's looking for the ball in and happens to get the ball away, or he's looking for a fastball and gets a curve, what does he care if it goes to strike 1 or strike 2? He still hits over 300 with 2 strikes on him. So the odds are in his favor. If every once in a while he'll look to nail one to right field.
1-2. He strikes out here, and the Twins leave 2 aboard in the 5th. It's still 3-1.
Tomorrow's matchup featuring the Texas Rangers and the Minnesota Twins. Out to Target Field we go. Thankfully, rain is not in the forecast. Noontime first throw, and that first pitch will feature temperatures warm into the middle 60s.
3-1. The Rangers have the lead on a cool, damp night here at Target Field. Anthony Swarzak saw the Rangers bunch 4 singles and an error in 5 plate appearances that covered, what, 8 pitches. in the fourth inning. That's where they did all their damage. And so Michael Young, who got one of those singles, will lead off the sixth. Half swing, but a strike. One strike to Young. Solid single to center to start the sixth. Here's the Home Depot doing more on defense. The Rangers with some offense, some pitching, and some defense.
Well, we talk about the Rangers starting staff. You need good defense. Nelson Cruz off the bat of Jamie Carroll makes a nice play, and Danny Valencia hit this ball sharply, but David Murphy comes in, makes a nice sliding catch.
Here's Nelson Cruz. With a ground ball behind the second base bag. Hughes caught it and then trying to flip it to second to get a drive to right center field. Plouffe retreats and makes the catch one away. Hughes committed an error and that allowed a run to score, or led to the third run, scoring on a sacrifice fly. One down. Here's David Murphy. The American League West is supposed to be a two-team race this year. The Rangers, who won it the last 2 years, and the Angels. Angels lost again today to the Yankees, 5-0. The Angels off to a very slow start. 1-0 to Murphy. Michael Young with a significant single. He now has over 3,000 total bases, and number 3074 puts him on the top of the list for total bases in Ranger history. Changeup that hits the corner. Just 70 pitches for Swarzak. Punch to center. Span makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Pretty good pitch. And again, Murphy showing some power. You know, he hit that ball to left field in his last at bat. Just kind of punched it right there. Just kind of punched it, but to Span in center field.
Fox Sports North and Best Buy support the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Greater Twin Cities. Celebrate and support the Boys and Girls Club members with the Fox Sports North girls and local college and pro athletes at the 8th annual Kids in the City event, Tuesday, April 24th at Target Center. Visit foxsportsnorth.com. Click on the Fox Sports North Supports banner for details. Here's Napoli. And Swarzak's kind of eaten up Napoli in the first 2 at bats. Struck him out looking in the third. And then a key part of the game, Rangers had scored 3, second and third, 1 out. Napoli was up there, and Swarzak worked them away and then jammed him inside and got a ground ball to Valencia with no damage done. This one lined to left, and Willingham will backhand it, and the runner Young holding at second base. So a 2-out single for Napoli. And that gets Moreland to the plate.
Yeah, it looked like a slider right there. Napoli just dropping a barrel on the bat, hitting it sharply. His first hit for the Rangers, their 8th. Ball left middle in. Napoli winds up. It hits it sharply in the left.
Moreland with a fly to left and a ground ball to second.
a changeup there.
He got Hamilton to strike out on that changeup, never throwing it over the plate, not twice in this inning. He's thrown a first pitch changeup that's hit the outside corner.
I think you see how that lineup is for the Rangers when you have a guy like Moreland hitting ninth. 16 home runs last year, drove in 51 runs.
Dillman looked like he dug a pitch out of the dirt, 1-1. Eight hits for the Rangers, 7 singles and a double. Swarzak trying to keep the deficit 2. Facing the number 9 batter for the 3rd time. Lifted foul over the dugout. Now, we say Swarzak's pitch count has been good. We said 70, now it's 77, but keeping in mind that he made the team out of spring training as a long reliever. He is not stretched out fully to where the Twins can expect to get 100, 110 pitches from.
No, he threw 83 pitches in that outing against the Orioles for 5 very good innings, allowing only the 1 run.
2-2. And now a full count. Kinsler on deck. And the runners will leave early from their bases.
Swarzak a little upset at himself right there. He wanted something to happen right there because now Young at second, Napoli at first. They're going to take off once the pitch is delivered home.
Full count to Moreland. And he flips it foul.
A 3-2 changeup right there. Moreland fought it off. Swarzak wanting a new set of signs as he steps off.
To left field, Willingham over, makes a tumbling catch to end the inning. Pair of singles do no damage. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Twins down a pair. We're into the Coors Light 6th inning. Time for the Coors Light Freeze Cam.
Yeah, this back in the first inning. Jamie Carroll right off the end of the bat. Nelson Cruz comes in, and the ball stays in his glove. Nice diving catch by Nelson Cruz.
The Frost Brewed Coors Light Freeze Cam. Justin Morneau leads off the Twins 6th, 0 for 2 on the day against Matt Harrison. And so Harrison's been teasing Morneau with a lot of breaking pitches, and now in this third at bat he sneaks the first pitch fastball over for a strike. And now a little dribbler up the line. Moreland to the bag, 1 away. Justin, talking about his home run yesterday, had a very frustrating day going, and he said one of the challenges of becoming a designated hitter when you don't take a glove out in the field, you're not engaged in the game as a participant between at bats, is staying focused, not getting frustrated, and realizing you're going to get another chance.
Yeah, he said he got some really good advice from Paul Molitor, because Molitor was a DH for so many years in spring training on, how do you get ready for that next at bat? What do you do?
Ball one, and of course the Twins had Jim Thome here for a year and a half. Set a pretty good example for a designated hitter, staying focused on what was to happen instead of what had happened. Off the glove of Beltre. Willingham will round first and hold up with a single. So Willingham pulls it down the line just off the tip of the third baseman's mitt for a single.
Yeah, Willingham picking up his first hit. He walked in the second inning, hit a ground ball to short in the fourth. Right here, good compact swing. Beltre going up as high as he can, right off the tip of the glove. Twins get their 5th hit.
A little 7-game hit streak for Willingham for his new team. Here's Ryan Domit. Ball one. Domit chipped a single to right field his first time up. And he hit a one-hopper to the mound off of Harrison's glove over to Andrus for an out. And now a double play ball to Beltre. 5-4-3 around the horn, and the Twins are done on the 6th.
I saw the Twins take a lead for the first time this year thanks to Danny Valencia's RBI line drive out. Murphy made a nice sliding catch, but in the 4th inning, seemed like the Rangers' goal was to jump on that first pitch, and that's what they did against Anthony Swarzak. 4 straight hits accounted for 3 runs for the Rangers.
Time for the CenturyLink high-speed pitch with Swarzak warming up to begin the 7th.
Swarzak at 94, Harrison at 95. Swarzak 80 pitches, 59 have been strikes. No walks, 3 strikeouts. Just that little hiccup in the 4th inning where the Rangers put 4 straight hits together.
Top of the order, starting with Kinsler, hitting for the Rangers in the 7th. Swarzak has gone through a rebirth within the Twins organization. 2009, made a dozen starts, won 3 ball games, gave up a lot of hits. Didn't make the team in 2010, and really struggled at Rochester. An ERA of over 6, 5 wins and 22 starts, and the Twins would have been, I suppose, justified in taking him off the board. But they stuck with him. He committed. Here's a deep drive to left. Kinsler was waiting for it, and he smashed it. A home run to make it 4-1.
Well, for Kinsler, his 4th home run of the year. Swarzak fell behind an account. Looked like a little slider that hung right there. And the Rangers take a 4-1 lead. Maybe a changeup. Kinsler waiting back with that uppercut swing.
So 4-1, and that'll activate the Twins bullpen. Swing and a foul. Anyway, Swarzak really recommitted himself to the game, dropped a lot of weight, and came into camp last year determined to restart his career. Burton warming up in the Twins pen.
Kind of tough in the role that he's been in. The club really likes him as a long guy in the bullpen, a long reliever, but you know, he wants to start, and when you're getting these opportunities to start, he's made some outstanding starts. Took a no-hitter against the Angels. You know, he pitched some very good ball games, but it's just a little bit of inconsistency. Could it be because he doesn't know he's not on a regular routine? That's very tough for someone that's a long man filling a spot here and there.
Span racing toward the gap and tracks it down, 1 away. Back to our AT&T trivia question. The first Ranger to win an AL MVP, I think, is the father of a current Twin,
Mr. Jeff Burrows. Boy, did he have tremendous power the other way. A teammate of mine when I got traded to Texas in '76. Stocky, strong.
Here's Josh Hamilton. And there's a fastball for a strike.
Swarzak struck out Hamilton in his last at-bat on 3 good changeups down and away. Just like that. And that's where you want your changeup to land, just on the other side of home plate. Looks like he left that one changeup up to Kinsler, and Kinsler deposited it into the left field bleachers.
Left it out there again. This time Hamilton laid off.
He laid off of that one. Yeoman asking for another changeup.
And Hamilton makes contact.
Fastball in, fastball away. He wants the slider.
In the dirt, 2-2.
You see right there, the catcher can only suggest a pitch. It's up to the pitcher what he feels. Normally, you get that ball back as a pitcher, you know exactly what you want to throw. And when you have that relationship that we talked about Harrison and Napoli had, then you probably only put down one sign rather than maybe 3 or 4. Good pitch.
Span goes to the other gap. It's slicing away from him, and he gets there. 2 down. So he's had a long run to haul one in on the right center field gap, and now a long run and a catch in left center.
Yeah, ball had some hang time right there. Allowed Span to utilize speed, and you see the off-balance swing, but still Hamilton strong enough to hit it to the warning track in left center field.
Boy, I think we saw Span 35, 40 feet away from where he caught the ball, yelling that he had it. It's got to be a nice feeling if you're a center fielder and the ball slicing away from you, but you can still take the right angle and know that you can catch it. 2 down, and here's Beltre. Change of missed someplace, ball 1.
Ground ball outs, 12 fly ball outs with his 3 strikeouts. Another changeup.
1-1. Two and one. Popped up. Hughes on the outfield grass. Now in the infield dirt. And the inning ends. It started with Ian Kinsler's 4th home run of the year, and the Rangers now lead 4-1. Twins baseball on Fox Sports North is brought to you by McDonald's. Get a freshly brewed cup of premium roast coffee from McDonald's. Any size is just $1. And by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T. Rethink possible. Anthony Swarzak with a good effort against a really good lineup. And looks like he's going to come out of the ball game.
Yeah, 97 pitches from Swarzak, but just that the 4 hitters, 4 straight singles kind of put him in that 3-run 4th inning for the Rangers.
Valencia on the first pitch grounds it to Beltre, 1 away. So Valencia quickly gone here to lead off the 7th, and now Trevor Plouffe.
You know, Harrison had 85 pitches after 5 innings, and if the Twins were able to work him a little bit in that 6th inning, he may not be out here for the 7th, but he only needed 6 pitches to get out of that 6th inning, so he's out here still with 92 pitches.
Plouffe squares, takes a strike. Deep to left field. Murphy running toward the line, makes the catch.
A little bit off the end of the bat, maybe a changeup right off the end of the bat for the flyout.
The first Crystal Farms Kids Day is Sunday. The Twins wrapping up the homestand against Texas. Get to the game early for Kids Day autographs and free string cheese, courtesy of Crystal Farms. After the game, kids can run the bases at Target Field, presented by Gillette Children's Hospital. Tickets and more details available at twinsbaseball.com. Here's Luke Hughes. Strike one. Again, the Rangers have won just 1 game here at Target Field in their first 2 years. Another quality start for the Rangers. Andrews from the outfield grass, and Hughes has an infield hit. So Beltre couldn't get it going to his left. Andrews really had no shot throwing out Hughes from deep in the hole.
But still a great effort right here. Watch Beltre dive to his left, comes up, and Andrews from deep short. Still able to get something on the ball.
Span doinked a double down the left field line his last time up. Strike of the knees. Tapper up the line, foul. 2 strikes. Starting to get loose down on the Texas bullpen.
Yeah, Harrison last year had no complete games in 30 starts, a 3.39 ERA. Won 14 ball games for the Rangers.
One and two. One of the things that's happened with Texas, and one of the reasons they have gotten to the World Series, they, specifically the president of the ball club, demands more from his starting pitchers. And Span is called out on strikes. Instead of going 5, maybe 6 innings, Ranger starters are expected to go 6, maybe 7, and that's exactly what Harris has done here tonight.
On Fox Sports North is brought to you by Burger King, the proud sponsor of opening week baseball. Thank you very much. This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the Minnesota Twins. You got to stand when you give me applause like that. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins, LLC.
You viewers watching in high definition can probably tell the rain has started here as we begin play in the 8th inning. And the Twins go into their bullpen and bring out Jared Burton.
Yeah, Jared Burton in his first season with the Twins, making his 4th appearance overall, inning and 2/3 with a strikeout, a couple home runs allowed. They say a happy 94th birthday to Earl Schwartz. Earl lives in the Good Samaritan home in Albert Lee, Minnesota. So happy 94th birthday, Earl.
Michael Young will lead off the 8th inning.
Some of the umbrellas starting to unfold.
Young, Cruz, and Murphy here in the 8th inning facing Burton.
Yeah, Burton with a fastball in the low 90s, hard slider and a changeup.
First pitch strike.
Fastball at 92. Burton, 30 years old, originally signed by the Oakland A's back in 2002. Then signed him as a free agent over the winter. Last 5 seasons up and down with the Cincinnati Reds.
Twins took advantage of the Angel bullpen, winning the series 2-1. And as they left town, Mike Scioscia said, you know, we're struggling finding the right roles for people in our bullpen. We need to get some things settled out there. And I think this is one role where the Twins are going to try to get something settled. The 7th and 8th inning guy that might lead the Twins to their closer, Matt Capps. Now they're trailing here by 3 runs. Burton gets the call. The Twins would like Alex Burnett to assume that role. He didn't have a particularly good spring, but he had a really good outing the other day. Burton over to Mauer, 1 away. And before Nelson Cruz comes to the plate, the NFL draft starts April 26th. Brian Hall's 2 weeks of daily Vikings preview coverage continues with a history lesson. Find out who were the team's worst 5 first-round draft choices of the last 25 years at FoxSportsNorth.com.
You know, go back to Alex Burnett. He was one reason that the Twins were able to come back from that deficit yesterday, because he took over for Liriano and threw 2 very good shutout innings.
Valencia cuts the ball off, spins and fires over to Mauer, 2 down. Good play. Ranging far to his left by Danny Valencia.
Yeah, nice play right there. You work on it, you know, in batting practice. You take fielding ground balls, but you know, you go as far as you can, and that's what Danny has to do right there. Cruz hustling down the line, but a little spin and a good solid throw over to Mauer for the 2nd out.
It's plausible that whoever doesn't win the starting job between Hendricks and Swarzak, that guy might find himself as a mid to late inning reliever for the Twins. You know, the Twins had a great one a couple years ago in Jesse Crane. Matt Guerrero did it too, simultaneously with Crane. 87, I guess your guy was Juan Berenguer, right? Who got the ball to Reardon.
He wanted to pitch every day. He was really the first, you know, it's everyday Eddie. It was everyday Juan Berenguer too. So Nathan now wearing a Texas Ranger uniform.
A couple of saves and a couple of losses for Nathan on his first week with the Rangers. High and tight, 1-2.
Well, especially when you add some new faces, 3 new really relievers out in that bullpen. Right. What, you know, I mean, the Twins want to look at these young men and see what they can do. Fastball just missing.
I think the Twins would love if Alex Burnett would continue to pitch well and he could grow into that role.
Just a bit inside.
Fox Tracks brought to you by Carrier. 2-2 now to David Murphy. Left-hander Matt Maloney warming up. And now 3-2. Foul back. Burton trying to pitch a clean 8th inning.
Yeah, for the Reds last year, Burton started the season on a disabled list, ended up having right shoulder surgery in late April. And a good fastball there. So a 1-2-3 inning for Jared Burton.
See if the Twins can mount a comeback in their half of the game.
Here, still a big crowd waiting for a Twins rally. And stay with us after the game, guys, for Twins Live. Presented by CenturyLink. We'll take a look at the Rangers, who made some adjustments in the batter's box. We'll break down the solid start for Anthony Swarzak, and we'll hear from the manager, Ron Gardenhire. Dick and Bert, yesterday the Twins came back not once but twice to win that game. Tonight it's just one deficit. It's just 4-1, couple of at-bats. Time to get those rally hats on.
Absolutely right, Kevin. We'll see if the Twins can get their leadoff man on for the first time in this ball game. Harrison still out there pitching in the 8th inning.
This is what we were talking about. You were talking about last inning. Josh Hamilton goes from center to left field, and Greg Gentry takes over in center field. But, you know, give me that little extra right there. Harrison came into this inning with 101 pitches, 13 ground ball outs, only 4 fly ball outs to go with his 4 strikeouts.
A strike to Carroll, 1-1. Carroll bleeds one through the right side, and the leadoff man is on. So Carroll's reached twice tonight, a walk in the 5th, and now a single here in the 8th.
Well, Carroll at his finest right there, just taking a pitch away the other way for his first hit.
And now Mauer. Mauer got a single in the 3rd. But when Harrison really needed to bear down and get him in the 5th, he succeeded, striking him out with 2 men on in the 5th. Strike to the knees. Rain coming down heavier. Mauer takes in the dirt. Nice block by Napoli.
.106 pitches. You see the 6th inning, a very good inning, and then the 2nd inning he needed 29. Other than that, outstanding.
Fouled off his front leg. And look at the Burger King in-game box score.
Doesn't look like yesterday's ball game, but we do have 7 hits in the ball game. A couple extra base hits, the double by Plouffe and the double by Span.
Now we're trying to get aboard to get Morneau to the plate, representing the tying run. Two and two. Another double play. Twins have hit into way too many double plays. They haven't turned enough of them in the field. That ball hit over the mound. It hit the back slope of the mound and rolled right to Kinsler.
Well, you see Harrison's reaction right there. He thought about it, then he let it go. And right to Kinsler, a quick flip to Andrus. And Andrus behind the bag, gets out of the way. Good strong throw to get Joe Mauer for the double play. Second double play the Twins have hit into.
So Morneau now with the bases empty, and he takes a mighty swing and misses. And a bouncer to Kinsler. So Carroll starts the inning with a hit, but Harrison completes the 8th, facing just 3 men. Yeah, some rain here tonight, and the Rangers have a 4-1 lead. But the fans bundled up, hoping for a 9th inning comeback. Matt Maloney comes out of the Twins bullpen, and he'll pitch to the Rangers in the 9th.
Matt Maloney, one of 3 left-handers out in that bullpen, making his 2nd appearance. Maloney in his 1st season with the Twins, his 4th season at the major league level. Eli Burton coming over from the Cincinnati Red organization, claimed off waivers by the Twins over the winter.
And it's a 2-4 start. It's not a great start for the Twins, but the bullpen has done a nice job so far in the middle of the pack, ranking 7th in the American League. And
yeah, combined, what, 3.63 ERA
right,
coming
yep,
in?
Yep.
Couple wins out of that bullpen.
8th, I guess, is where they rank. Yeah, both the wins going to Jeff Gray.
On 3 pitches. That's awesome.
So what we need to have happen here is Maloney get the first 2 outs, let Gray come in, throw a pitch or 2 in the bottom of
bring in the vulture,
and then let the Twins start hammering away at Joe Nathan in the bottom of the 9th. Two strikes to Napoli. And now a ball.
Maloney with a fastball, 88 to 92 in that range right there. A mix in a slider, curveball, and a changeup.
It is not Joe Nathan. It is Ogando warming up.
Ooh, good slider down and in.
Now this is a save situation as it exists right now. Here's another look at strike 3. If you act today, you can get a steal of a deal for the Tuesday night game when the Twins host Boston on April 24th. For a limited time, a $53 diamond box seat is going for just $42. This deal against the Red Sox is available by calling 833-TWINS or logging on to twinsbaseball.com. And while you're at it, check out all the great ticket offers for April games here at Target Field. It's interesting that Nathan is not up. He has missed 1 save opportunity. He lost another game. He's been tagged with the 2 losses. And he still is bundled up in the Texas bullpen, even though right now a 3-run lead would make it a save situation. Roller to Hughes. And an errant throw. Mauer with a nice tag. Getting Moreland. 2 down. A good little play by Mauer. Putting the tag on Moreland. Coors Light Cold Hard Blast from Ian Kinsler.
Yeah, Kinsler, I mentioned earlier, 32 home runs last year as a leadoff hitter for the Texas Rangers. And here he is, his 4th of the year, a solo shot in the 7th inning. Kinsler last year, 2nd time in his career he's had a 30-30-30 type of a season. 30 home runs or more, 30 doubles or more, and 30 stolen bases or more.
Little number, and Maloney makes the play. Pitches a good 9th inning. Josh Willingham will lead off for the Twins in the 9th, and they've got some coming back to do here at Target Field. Rangers in front. Josh Willingham, our Jimmy John's delivery of the game.
Well, Willingham now on a 7-game hitting streak. He's hit in all 7 games for the Twins. 4 home runs for Josh Willingham. Added a single in his last at-bat in the 6th inning off of Matt Harrison. That was in yesterday's ball game, the home run. And there's the base hit off of Beltre's glove.
Here's the game reset. The Twins toward the first run of the game for the first time this year. And look where it's gotten them. They're down by 3.
I thought Swarzak pitched well. You know, 7 innings. He had that one little hiccup in the 4th inning where the Rangers put 4 hits together in about 4 pitches.
It'll be discussed after the game by Ron Washington. For those of you who read the Texas newspapers, either online or get a hard copy of it somehow, it'll be written about tomorrow. It is not Joe Nathan being asked to get the save here. It's Alexi Ogando.
Now, Ogando last year a starter for the Rangers, 13-8 in 29 starts, a very good 3.51 ERA. But his first year basically out of the bullpen a couple years ago, where he was 4-1 with an ERA of 1.3.
And Willingham is hit in the hand. He'll take first base. And Ogando hits the first batter he faces here in the 9th.
Yeah, Ogando, a fastball that can get up in the upper 90s, hard slider and a changeup. And we have seen Willingham. He's a hitter that stands right on top of that plate. Ogando got a piece of him.
He's got a smile on his face, so got him up around the wrist area, maybe.
The left hand.
Ogando does not have a major league save. Ooh, right across the back of the hand, looks like.
Good thing it kind of skimmed the hand rather than stopped with flesh.
Here is
still got
Doman.
to be smarts.
Nathan signed to a 2-year deal for the Rangers. He's gotten 2 saves. He has both Texas losses. He related to me before the game today. He got off to a similar start when the Twins made him a closer. He got yesterday off. Mike Adams got the save for the Rangers. Ripped to center field. The Twins will get the tying run to the plate. So Doman hits a screaming line drive, and Valencia coming up now, representing the tying run. Sean Burroughs is at the ready, or trying to get there. Valencia has some power. There's no activity in the Ranger pen. We were all under the assumption that Nathan would be given the save opportunity here tonight should it present itself. And what would be an easier save than a 3-run lead in the 9th?
Oh, what you get from Ogando is everything hard, and that's what Doman got right there. Hard fastball in the mid-90s, but not a lot of movement.
Valencia drove in the only run so far tonight for the Twins with a sinking liner to left, caught by Murphy. And Valencia jumping on the first pitch and flips it foul over the on-deck circle.
98-mile-an-hour fastball.
Ogando last year made the All-Star team as a starter. Then they pretty much shut him down in September because of the high inning total, protecting to some degree his very good right arm. Fans have had sit through the rain and the cold here tonight. Outside 1-1.
Burrow's getting his wrist loose down there.
Plouffe is the on-deck hitter. Hughes would be hitting behind Plouffe. Popped up and back into the seats. What the Rangers have done is create, not last night because Nathan had pitched 4 out of the 5 days, but by doing this tonight they willingly or not, have created a closer controversy. One and two to Valencia. 2-2.
Well, they got some good arms. They have some good arms in that bullpen.
Two and two. Off the glove of the pitcher. And Ogando fires low, and Andrus digs it out and keeps a foot on the base. That's a good play by the shortstop to be able to get a force play on a poor throw.
Especially in the damp ground, too. You know, the ground is getting a little bit wet. You wonder if that ball might slip on the grass or the dirt. But you can see Andrus able to keep that ball in the glove on the one hop and get the force out at second base.
Ball may have slipped out of the hands of Ogando rolling in the grass after the deflection. Here's Chris Parmelee hitting for Plouffe. And Parmelee now represents the tying run. Strike one. 45 degrees, whatever it is in the rain, and Parmelee's up there with short sleeves. Up high, 1-1.
Well, one thing that Target Field has, they have a hitting cage not too far right behind the dugouts on both sides. So a lot of these guys that like Parmelee or you know, Sean Burroughs, they go down there and take some swings before they get this at bat right here.
Very high, 2-1. This might be one of those innings where Ron Gardenhire will use his whole bench here in the 9th inning. Imagine if Parmelee reaches, then Ben Revere might pinch run for him, representing the tying run. Burroughs may hit for Hughes. Two and one. Sliced foul.
That's why we talked about earlier, Dick, about Gardy feeling very comfortable with the guys that are not in the lineup. He feels like he has a bench he can go to right now.
Well, for one thing, they're healthy. How many times last year did Gardy have like a half a bench move to make for the game? Has hit well in this ballpark, and the Twins are asking him to come up with a big hit here. Got one 2 nights ago. Big swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. No, a foul ball. Parmelee got a piece of it as he uncoiled on the off-speed pitch. Whoa.
Just got a piece of it out of the glove of Napoli. Well, the Twins get a break.
Two and two to Parmelee. Got him with a breaking pitch down in the dirt. First base occupied. Parmelee's gone, and now Burroughs will come out for Hughes.
Yeah, nasty slider and a great location right there. Ogando picks up a big strikeout. Underneath the swing right there of a lot of left-handers. Tough pitch. Wow.
So now Burroughs trying to keep the game alive for the Twins and get Span to the plate.
Burroughs 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter.
Trying to deliver a big hit against the team his father starred for. And grounded foul, 1 strike. Sean Burroughs a different player than his father. While his father was known for his power, his prodigious home runs, Sean has never had that in his game at this level. 1 strike. And a big swing and a foul. 2 strikes. Rangers aren't holding Valencia at all. He can take second base if he wants.
Boy, you have to hurry your swing when you're facing a guy like Orgando that can get that ball up to 97, 98.
And we've already seen, Harmony witnessed an awfully sharp slider too. Valencia goes. Rangers don't care. He doesn't represent the tying run. And it's 1-2.
Orgando, 28 years old. He was originally signed by Oakland as an outfielder turned pitcher. I think he made the right choice.
One and 2 to the pinch hitter, Sean Burroughs. Popped up behind third. Beltre retreating. Andrus retreating. And it's Andrus making the catch in foul ground. And the Rangers have won here at Target Field for just the second time. Anthony LaPanta, the Twins winning streak ends at 2. This Ranger team very deep in the pitching department.
They showed it tonight as the lefty Matt Harrison was brilliant. We'll show you how he handled this Minnesota offense. Look at a solid start for Anthony Swarzak. Check out how the Ranger hitters adjusted to him the second time through.